Hey, yo, welcome to our interview lounge. I am at Crystal Rosas with Sombr. How are you doing, bro?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so happy we had to chat because there's so much to get into. I'm technically at your home. I am based here in New York City, but I know you. Did you grow up here? Were you born here?
Yeah, born and raised in the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
Dang, what was that like? Because I see the kids walking around these streets and it's wild out here.
It was so much fun. I love New York. I think it's the coolest city in the world to grow up as a kid, and I think you grow up faster coming from New York.
For sure. I noticed that too. Did you start doing music out here when you were little? Like, who were you listening to when you were, I guess, at home with the parents?
I would listen to a lot of rap music, and I
Oh,
didn't really get into like um, bands and the artists that I love today until like kind of like later in high school. Um, But yeah, I I I was listening to a lot of Bon Iver, um, Radiohead, Jeff Buckley, Phoebe Bridgers, that sort of stuff.
and did you go into because I know you went to LaGuardia High, right?
Yeah.
And like people always talk about how Timothy Chalamet used to go there. Do people always talk about him in the hallways?
Now people are always talking about Timothy. He's like an icon at LaGuardia.
The goated, huh?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Now we have another icon coming out of LaGuardia. So how do you feel
Hopefully.
like growing up in New York City influenced the way that you perform and make music and all that?
I don't know. I think there's like I have a lot of real experience to talk about. Um, like I kind of was out of the house, like going around on my own, like from very young age. I don't know, I was probably like 15 or 16 when I started like going around the city alone. So I was able to live a lot when I was when I was younger, probably more than I get to now. So yeah, I think I think it really helped shape me as a human being and a writer.
We feel that with your music because even though we know that you're on the young side for an artist, but your music doesn't reflect your age. Like it
Thank
sounds a lot more tenured and mature. So when you're in school, you're performing. Are you writing with other people at LaGuardia High?
No, that really wasn't the vibe. It was like classical training. So we were like doing like German and Italian and like French arias, and that was it. And like it was not stuff I was passionate about, but I still love doing it because I love any kind of music. And but no, like kind of the somber stuff was stuff that I was doing when I would go home after school late at night, making in my childhood bedroom at my parents' apartment. And yeah, it was a completely different thing. I wasn't collaborating with any LaGuardia kids.
Oh, I got you. You're doing your own thing. Did you have time to go out and go to shows and see some of your favorite artists, or were you just on the hustle?
No, I did not go to any shows.
When you're making somber after school in your room and you're performing and to yourself and learning about all those things, what was that moment where you decided to put this song online?
So I'd made the song Caroline. I thought it was the best song I'd ever made. So I teased it on the internet. It was my first time posting one of my songs on the internet, and it was like overnight virality. And like the next day, all like every record label in the world is in my email inbox, and I don't know what to do with this info. So I tell my parents, and they don't believe me. And but yeah, eventually, it became real, and from there, it's just been my career. Kind of that's when it started.
So just went like that, like the first hit just went
Yeah,
off on socials.
it's crazy. It's
So
weird.
are your parents still helping you navigate what's going on now?
Yeah, I mean they're just really supportive, and like they're kind of like people I can talk to when I need to escape the whole thing, because it can be a lot. It can be overwhelming. So it's great to be able to talk to my family and lean on them.
Did you plan on becoming a big famous star or did you just want to put music out?
I just wanted to put music out. It's what I love to do. Um, yeah, I feel like you can never plan to to have 40 million Spotify monthly listeners. It's just like I'm so grateful, but like how did this happen? Where did these people come from? But yeah, I'm honestly just so happy that my music is reaching people. That's all I've ever wanted.
And we also get to see a different side of you on socials. Like you have this kind of sad boy persona, but you're also just kind of having fun with it. We know that some of the music you've shared has gone to your exes or people that you dated. Is that true? How's that been?
It's weird, like like putting out the music and like some of it being kind of everywhere on the internet, for the people that it's actually written about, like it can create some awkward scenarios. Um, so I'm sorry, not sorry to them. Um, but but yeah, it's definitely like a new thing. It's not something I was prepared for.
What about going from making music in your room and then performing on stage? How has that adjustment been?
It's it's insane. Like just like before I wasn't making music like with the thought that I would ever play shows until it started happening. And it's weird because like it also like once you start touring, it affects the music you make. So I think actually playing my first shows are what brought songs like Back to Friends and Undress out of me, because before that it was all ballads. But I wanted, some more upbeat stuff. I want some bangers. So now those are like the most exciting moments during shows.
It's true. We play Undressed on the new hit list every night and on
Thank you.
Z100 every day and on all the other stations that we're a part of. When was the first time that you heard your song on the radio?
I don't remember. It was like a while back um before I put out these songs. I think it was some like local it was like in LA, like I'm blanking on the name, like alternative music station. They played one of my old songs, Would Have Been You. But like now, like seeing my songs played on like radio stations like Z100, like New York stations that I grew up listening to, is just like that's what's shocking to me, and that's what's like so full circle.
So then also coming up for you, I mean, what are you working on? We see you at festivals, we see you doing shows. I know you're coming here to New York City.
Yeah, dude, a lot of touring all over the world, which I'm super excited about. My first few festivals, which is going to be super fun, and just tons of new music. I want to be doing everything I can this year, and making the most of this.
Have you gotten messages or DMs from some people that you are a fan of? Are there any people that have slid into your messages congratulating you?
Well, the other day Charlie Puth did, and it was really cool because the first song I ever sang in front of a crowd of people when I was like 12 was "One Call Away" by Charlie Puth. So that was really cool. I sent him that video. Tate McRae was listening to my song, which was awesome. Benny Blanco, Troye Sivan. I love Troye Sivan, and Kevin Abstract from Brockhampton.
You're locked in. I mean, these are huge names that are fans of yours now. How does that feel?
It's awesome, dude. It's people that I would listen to in high school. Listening to my music is just something that I can't really describe the feeling. It's like, how is that possible?
What about the fans that have been at those performances when you're 12 and they're still here rocking with you now and have all the love and support for you for what you have coming forward?
Those weren't really fans when I was 12. It was like friends and family, like at like a little like New York club, and like my music teacher like would put on these shows. So it's definitely not the same. But one thing is that all my fans are now finding these videos and posting them online. And it really bothers me because I'm like, dude, it's so cringe. I do not want to wake up and like see that on my For You page.
So if y'all can just keep those in the locked folder, please.
It's
I've
too
always
late.
thought about over here.
Too late. Dude, I woke up to one with 1 million likes and I was like, what? Where did y'all get this?
What about some names of people you would love to work with in the future, like your top three?
Number one is Billie Eilish. Number two is Justin Vernon. And number three is Tom York.
Hey, we're putting that out there, and I'm sure it will happen one day. Thanks so much, bro, for the time. I know you're busy and doing your thing. Congratulations. We love sharing your song and your love for music all over, and you're really doing the thing, repping New York City, Lower East Side. So we really appreciate you for chatting with us.
Thank you for having me. Nice to meet you.